Hi, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Teresa Crawley. I'm at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Today I'm going to be showing you a pre-owned unit that I'm really excited about. This is one of the cleanest units I've seen come in. There's definitely pride of ownership for the previous owner here. This is a 2019 Newmar Baystar. We're at about 37 feet, but I love this floor plan. It includes so much in a gas coach. This, of course, is built on the Ford chassis with a Ford V10, but we have washer and dryer to come here. So excited to show you that and a king-size bed. Let's get started. Over here's the kitchen. We have a nice two-sided sink and a pull-out sprayer. You're going to be able to get all your stuff washed and rinsed in there. Lots of great cabinet space in here too. And you're going to hear me say quality and storage a lot during this video. Newmar is absolutely the best quality you can buy in an RV. There are so many reasons why. One of it's the cabinetry, but the hinges that they do, absolutely fantastic. The reason this matters, over time, you're not going to have a squeaky, falling apart coach. I've heard stories of cabinets actually falling out of walls, refrigerators flying out when you turn a corner, things like that. That's not going to happen in Newmar. They build quality even when you can't see it. Over here, obviously, we have lots of storage spaces, drawers, things like that. I won't bore you with those details, but I do love that they have this solid surface countertop. And then they do this really great option. Well, it's not an option, it comes with all of them. For your gas cooktop, the cover just folds up. And just to compare it to other brands, a lot of them are going to have pieces that you have to pick up and move. And these are pretty heavy because they're solid surface. But not only does that fold up really easily and you don't have to pick it up and all of that, it also makes a really nice splash guard. So you're not going to mess up all the pretty tile behind it and the corian that goes all the way up. This isn't plastic. This is really well done. Right here we have, of course, a convection microwave oven, so you can bake in here or just use it as a regular microwave. Most motorhomes are going away from the oven feature. There's a couple reasons why. One, they don't bake very evenly. One, they're going to heat up your coach just with the amount of heat, and then they also use a lot of your propane. So a lot of people are preferring the convection once you get used to it. It really does a great job, and you can bake cookies in there, so kind of awesome. We have a fantastic fan right above that'll get rid of any smoke or exhaust or just give you some fresh air in a very quick manner. They work similar to an attic fan, suck out all the air in about 20 seconds, so really a great feature. We have a 4-door refrigerator here with an ice maker. And I want to say again, this is a used unit. The people that owned this before, they kept such good care of it. There aren't stains or marks in this refrigerator at all. And this was actually a trade-in for us. So the people that traded this in, they wanted to use this as a see if we like the lifestyle coach. They loved it so much they traded it in for a bigger, better full-time RV. So they actually moved into a Newmar RV. This was their first, and they moved into a bigger one. They just loved it so much. So not only did they take great care of it, but this wasn't a lemon that they're trying to get rid of. So it's a great coach. Over here we have your entertainment center, of course your big TV and Bose soundbar. There is a WineGuard Traveler satellite dish on this coach too, so you can hook up your DirecTV or dish, just storage up here. And now we're going to show you my favorite part of this coach. So of course it's a couch, right? But if you have guests over, especially kids, this is going to be the most fun feature in the whole coach. But it doesn't waste space, giving you more sleeping area. You don't even really have to take these off. I'm just doing it to give you the full effect. But this is a bunk sofa. So it locks into place there. And then there's another mattress down here. This is going to lock into place for stability and add a ladder. And then this is going to be a guardrail for the top kid or adult, actually. I've actually gotten in this bed and some of my coworkers and that are a little bit taller, and they fit quite well in this space. This mattress is quite comfortable, and it actually does fit a larger person. So both of these, of course, are going to go up. But I just wanted to show you how easy that is to make 2 more sleeping spaces. And then this just comes right down. Oops, there we go. Now this is something you can't get anymore. Flex still isn't making RV furniture anymore. So this is kind of a rarity. Hard to find, but one of my favorite things that was ever invented for an RV. You see how quick this is just to go back? We do have windows opposing that open. You can see that. They open out, meaning if it's raining, you can have these windows open. So I'll show you how that works. You can have these open while it's raining and you can still get fresh air in here. We also have these really great roller shades. This is your day shade, just to let a little bit of light in but give you privacy. And then of course you have a full darkening for when it's nighttime. I think Newmar did a great job with the valances. They're not too over the top, very neutral, so you're not going to get tired of the colors or anything like that over time. And then of course your booth dinette. This does collapse into another sleeping area, but what I wanted to show you is the storage underneath. So both sides here have the same storage spot. So there's just lots of extra little nooks and crannies that they took advantage of to give you some space. Then we'll transition. We have a washer and dryer in this coach. Quite unusual in a gas coach. It's harder to find, but here we have a Splendide washer and dryer that are separate. And directly across we have our half bath. This has a full-length mirror, which I think is great because a lot of motorhomes, they don't give you any place to see if you're, if you remember to put your pants on today. So this is great. But in this half bath, there's a lot more storage. So a great place for someone to get ready. The other reason that half baths are a thing is because the rear bath is going to be your big bath with the shower and all that. When your slides are all in, you won't be able to get to that back bath. So this is great for when your slides are in, when you're traveling mode. This is where you're going to be able to go to the bathroom and wash your hands. I'll just show you a little bit of the storage real quick. So we of course have a medicine cabinet. We have another one of those fantastic fans I was talking about. And then I wanted to show you this area here. Oops, that's just electrical, so you don't want to store there. This is the one I was meaning. Lots of room for towels and products. And then we're into the master. So in the master, we have a king-size bed. We have opposing windows for cross ventilation. You have light switch under there, so you don't have to get up when it's time to go to bed. You can just turn your light off right there. And then we have these 2 deep hanging closets in here. I'll just show you this one because they're identical, but you have these on either side, so his and hers. And we also have dresser drawers down here to put all your socks and things like that. And down on the bottom as well. So they just took advantage of as much space as they possibly could here. We also have a TV and an emergency exit window. So this is where if there were to be an emergency, you would push this window out. It's not really recommended to use for ventilation all the time, but just so you know. Under the bed here, we also have some storage. So I'll lift that up for you and let you see. And then that big back bathroom I was telling you about. This has so much storage space, I can't believe it. And the shower is huge. Come on back. So right next to your potty, you have this huge linen closet. So all this is in just about 37 feet of a motorhome. I think it was just very well appointed. Another fantastic fan in here. A little more storage, and then check out the shower. Now the shower head is on the floor since we are winterized right now and there's winterizing fluid in there. But that's a big shower. Plenty of headroom with that extra skylight. And privacy pocket doors as well. So these pocket doors are here and on the other side of the master bedroom, right here. And then we're done inside. I can show you the outside. Let me show you the front end first. Sorry about that. So again, this is on a Ford V10. Very easy to drive this. I drove this around this morning. Very easy, just like a Ford truck would be. Your shifters here. You've got cruise control here. We also have overhead fans, and they're not big and ugly like they are in some motorhomes. You actually can't see them, but they're great for defrosting, or if you're really hot, they actually help with that as well. You also have a generator start and stop here, and a battery boost. This is one of my favorite features in any motorhome. If your engine battery goes dead, that will pull battery power from your house batteries and get you started so you can get home. Of course, headlights. This is a heated side mirrors, and those are your controls to move your side mirrors. And of course, we have an auto leveling system. Push a button, it does it for you. You don't have to get out and put them on blocks and get in an argument with your spouse. It's a great deal. Real quick, I'm just going to show you. The heater works great, but this only has 14,021 miles on it. So it's in awesome shape. Another thing you might notice, you can hear a little bit of a purr. That's the generator running. It's very quiet. So we have a 5,500 watt Onan generator in here. And I'll just turn it off because we won't need it when we go outside. But I wanted you to hear that. It's so quiet, it's not even a bother. Of course, both of these front cab seats turn around. I moved this one around so that you could see what that looks like. It does have a footrest as well and a tilt back feature. So the point of that is that this can become part of your living area. So if you had extra guests over, you can seat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in here without adding any extra chairs. So I love that. Also on this side, I'm going to move this up just a little bit so you can see there's a cute little table for the passenger. So that's going to be really helpful in those boring hours of driving. You can do a little hobby here. You can color in a coloring book or use your laptop, whatever it is. It's a really sturdy table here for the passenger, and a cup holder as well. Love that feature. Up above here, right at the entrance, you have your battery disconnect, which is great. So when you leave, you just have to push a button, cut off all the power, so you're not going to come home to a dead coach. We have your water heater here, slide out control, and your awning control here as well. This is another cool thing they put in the screen door is a darkening shade, so you don't have anything that's going to be banging as you're going down the road. A lot of these have blinds or something like that. It's very annoying when you're driving. So that's a great feature. Automatic steps come out when you open the door. You can turn those off if you don't want them to come in and out and in and out, if you're going in and out of the coach a lot. And that'll just save your mechanism from wearing out. We do have an awning here that is electric. It's a push button. Outside TV, which is great to watch with the awning out or at nighttime. And gas coaches are notorious for not having much storage, but I want to show you what the previous owner did as an upgrade. There are slide out trays in almost every compartment here, so you can get all the way to the back any of your storage stuff, and I'll show you as we go through how that works. There's also pass-through storage on the top here. So if you can see this area here, this is all pass-through storage. And there's more as we go through more of these bays. I just wanted to give you an introduction. Another pass-through, or excuse me, another pass-through with a small storage tray. And Newmar's basements are very well insulated. That's going to help with vibration, noise down the road. Also going to keep your things like your water tank here from freezing. It's just a lot better. They're just made a lot better. Another bay. You might notice this very neutral and very nice paint job here. So this is a full body paint. Newmar does not do any decals. They're all full body paints. And slide toppers on there. What that's going to do is keep debris out, rain, snow, sticks from getting in your coach when you pull your slide back in. That'll help keep your slide intact, the rubber seal, but it also keep your coach cleaner. There's another one of those trays. This one doesn't have a tray, but it has the pad for your booth that converts into a bed. So this person probably didn't need it very much. They just kept it stored down here, but you could always just leave it home too if you don't need that. We have a 5,000 pound towing capacity here with the receiver hitch. Backup camera back here and a ladder. Really helpful if you need to clean some debris off the top of your coach. You were parked under a tree and things started falling. In here we have your surge guard and a 50 amp cord. This is the one I really wanted to show you. So you saw throughout we had a bunch of slide out trays that look like this, kind of the half size. Save your back when you're trying to get into things in the middle of the coach. But this one, this is a really big size one. You can put fishing poles on here or a long table, chairs, things like that. A lot of times it's hard to find storage for those bigger items in motorhomes. So this really makes it handy for you. This is where you put your gas in. But this here, this is a great feature that Newmar does. It's a place to put your stinky slinky. So it's just a more hygienic way to store that hose that you drain your black tank with. So that goes in there, and then you have your water bay next, or excuse me, another storage in the water bay is next after that. Easy to use, well marked. This is where you're going to add water and drain water, and there's also a whole house water filter and external shower for you. As we continue on, it's the same going forward, more of those half storage bays. I'm happy to take pictures of them for you if you're interested in this coach, but I don't want to bore you right now. I did want to show you the side view cameras here, and Newmar puts them nice and low for you. You can see any little dogs or children. Instead of having them way up here, it's just a better way to do it. It's also a lot more efficient if you were to have a mirror break. You don't have to pay for the camera and the mirror. Separate components just make a lot more sense, and that's something that Newmar does a lot of. Things that make sense, are better quality. Even if they cost a little bit more, they're willing to put it into the coach. This is a used coach, so it really doesn't, you're not paying that initial price. You're getting, somebody else already took the hit for you. So this is a great deal on a great coach. Extremely clean, doesn't have any smells or funky things going on with it, I'll tell you that, but I'd love for you to come out and see it yourself. My name is Teresa Crawley. I'd love to hear from you. My number is 303-684-3427. I hope you have a blessed day.